Hey, what's going on, guys? This is John with Average John Fishing. I'm going to go ahead and complete the Twitter poll today. Both bass fishing and pond hopping were tied in that poll. So today we're going to go ahead and do some pond hopping. This is my second try at this. The first time did not go too well. Lost footage, didn't really catch a lot. So we're going to try this again. Where I am today is a spot that I actually have not taken you yet. It is a chain of reservoirs. The second lake I have, but the first one here, this is going to be new to you. We're going to go ahead and try fishing from the bank. We can walk down the bank and then through the woods cut down to the next pond. So it is technically pond hopping. It is late in the afternoon, so I don't have much time, maybe about 2 hours to fish until it gets too dark and I got to get back to the car. So let's go ahead and get some fishing in and see if we can catch a couple of good ones. So we made it down for a spot. This is a pretty pressured lake, but there's not a lot of people on it out here yet. A couple of people are coming and going, but it shouldn't be too bad. Water's down significantly. You can see this is typically where the water level is right here, and it's down about 2 feet from that. Best thing I've used out here is a sluggo. I've got some pretty good success with this. So we're going to go ahead and move forward and see if we can get some fish in here. Nothing's particularly big in this lake, which is the biggest problem. About 4 or 5 years ago they drained it, and so yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago they drained it, and they had to restock it full of bass. So unfortunately the fish here are not very good quality. You know, maybe at the best 2 pounds, and then on top of it is also a trout lake. So the people come out here with worms and shiners. Water clarity doesn't seem to be very good either. Alright, move down a little bit. There's a bunch of people down there. Don't want to crowd them. So we're going to fish this spot here, and if we don't get anything, then we're going to head down to the next pond. And before it gets too late, I believe, yeah, it's 5. I've got about 2 more hours, maybe, some daylight. So, but I don't want to push it. Let's start along the edge here. All right, so this lake so far has been bust, and doesn't look like anybody else is having much luck out here either. So we're gonna go ahead, walk on down, get down to the lower pond and try fishing that. Hopefully the water quality is a lot better. I should expect it to be down as far as this one, but hopefully, like I said, the water quality I think is the biggest issue right now. This thing is green, a lot of algae. So I've made it to the other side of the lake here. Looks like no one's here, although I did see a towel hanging out, which was kind of odd. But now, yeah, this water is really low. This broken ass dock here is usually over the water. The water usually comes up to about here. So this is going to be interesting. Now typically you don't get much bank access because there's only a few spots here, but with the water being so low, it looks like I might be able to kind of walk my way around, and water quality actually looks kind of decent. So I'm gonna do a little fishing around here first with the sluggo. It's very shallow. I don't think I want to go ahead and toss out the chatterbait yet. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I've got that. I'm pretty sure it's in this tackle box. It's a shallow inline spinner from Blue Fox. This runs pretty well here. There it is. That should work. I must have gotten hit. Picked up some weeds. There we go. Fish. Come on. Fishy, 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 fishy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's a little, just a little dink, but no skunk. No skunk. I think I'm gonna avoid walking here. They can travel across there, and there's actually, I think, a spot that I can get to there. Maybe fish that little area there where there's like a rock or a stump or something. So let's go ahead and tie everything up, take a little detour, and then try that spot. Okay, so we were able to cut through and made it right where I thought I was gonna be. We're gonna go back to this inline and kind of explore this. This looks a lot deeper over here than it was over there. So if that's the case, then I will probably start to run chatterbait a little bit. Ooh. There we go, fish. Feels like a pickerel. Yep. First cast over here. And I just realized a mistake. I left my forceps at home. Here we go. Here we go. Little, maybe 13-inch pickerel. Little guy. A lot of spunk to this guy, but let's get him back in. Here he goes. Nice and healthy. All right. So that was pretty good. Let's change like immediately over to the chatterbait. This seems a lot deeper. There we go. Little bass came flying out from the rocks. Man, this is a tiny guy. Wow, you're hungry, bud, huh? Oh boy. How did I hook you? Look at that. Yeah, I know you're mad. I'm mad too. There we go. That's better. Little guy, but the biggest fish of the day, and he's got a little chunk on him, so he's trying to fatten up for the winter. Good on you, trying to take on something that big. Alright, get out of here. Alright, so the bass will bite this, even the little ones. That's the smallest, that is definitely the smallest largemouth that I've caught on chatterbait, that's for sure. Thought I hit a rock at first. I'm fishing pretty aggressively because of the time frame. I've got about 45 minutes till that sun goes below the tree line, and it took me about 20 minutes to walk out here to that spot over there, and I'm over here now, which took about 5 minutes. So you gotta keep the time frame in mind. There we go. There we go. Ooh, perch. Oh, he came right there at the bank. That was a good size one. Yeah, pretty colors too. Oh man, that sucks. Missed him. All right. There's a fish. Oh, he's gonna go for a drag. Alright, another largemouth, little guy. Not much bigger than I think the first one we hooked into. Alright. There we go. And there we go. Alright. Another little guy. Okay, have fun. Well, this lake is certainly fished a lot better than the first one. I mean, I could have caught one fish and said that, but fish seem to be biting pretty good. Ooh, that bump. Oh, he smashed that. There we go. Nice. Absolutely crushed this thing. There we go. I think that's our maybe our best fish of the day, maybe tied with the one that hit the chatterbait. Little guy, about a foot long. Very aggressive. Okay. Certainly heating up. Keep missing them. It's weird. Sure everything looks good in this. Looks fine. That's 2 fish in a row that I missed. There we go. Ooh, bluegill. That's probably what's over there. Come on. There we go. It's a nice sized bluegill. It's the 3rd species landed today. We got largemouth, we've got chain pickerel, and we've got a bluegill. Too bad we didn't land that yellow perch. That would have been a 4th species. And there's also black crappie in here. Here we go. Fish. Fish, fish, fish. Bluegill. Pretty one too. It's almost like a red breast, but no, it's definitely a bluegill with the coloration on the side there. Okay, nice little bluegill right there. Okay, so this pond fished a heck of a lot better than the first one. I kind of lost count, but I feel like we caught somewhere around 8. And we're going to go ahead and start heading back. I got about a 20-minute walk. It looks like I've got about 20 minutes of light looking at where the sun is on the horizon over the tree line. If I've got a little bit of time by the time I get back to the first pond, I'll make a few casts with the inline spinners since it seems to be the bait of the day, and see if I can get a bass or two or something in that first pond so I didn't get skunked out of there. But if not, then I'll see you in the car. Alright, so we're back at the car. Tried again fishing the first pond, had absolutely no luck. But today's been pretty good. We had a good time down at the second lake. It was much clearer, even though it had the same amount of water loss that the first lake had. The algae level was low, the water was clear, the fish were biting. We didn't catch anything big, but we did pretty good for quantity and the limited amount of time that I had down there. We were only fishing on that lake for maybe 30-40 minutes, so we did pretty good for only 30 to 40 minutes. But that's it. This has been my pond hopping adventure from the Twitter poll, and also to give you guys a little bit of an update here at the end of the video. I have joined a Bass Nation club, and those are the people that band together. They do the Bass tours, the Bassmaster tours. They do club tours, they do regional tours, and if the people are good in the regionals, they can move their way all the way up to the Classic. I don't expect to be all the way up there yet, and I will start off as a co-angler, but I'm very excited. We're going to be doing some fun fishing here at the end of the year, and then next year I'm going to be getting into tournaments. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film them, but I am going to do some. I'm going to ask some questions to see if that is allowed to film and to go ahead and post that for YouTube. If so, next year expect some tournament action. If not, then I'll probably give you a bit of a recap on social media. Follow me on Twitter or on Fishbrain. Those are the two main social medias that I do for my fishing channel. But then again, this has been John with Average John Fishing. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and see you on the next fishing adventure. You have a good day, and I'll see you around.